This is our last part of our lesson. So we're kind of tying in to, once again, the things that we did in an activity, as well as reviewing the first part of this lesson. So here it says, write an equation for each side of the figure. So I wanted to just do this one more time with you, just to go through and identify when it does not cross a y-intercept, the steps that you might have to take. So we're going to go through and work with these two sides first, so I can review the concept of what happens when we have a perfect horizontal line. So we're going to go ahead and label each of these. We'll label this as side 1, side 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so we're going to do sides 1 and 4 to begin with. Okay, so we're going to do our y equals our slope x, and then where it crosses the y line. So when we look at side 1, we don't have a slope that is a slope of 0. So we practice this in our activity. It is crossing our y-intercept at between 2 and 4, which is positive 3. So in this equation, we're really not going to have the y equals blank x, because all we have is a y-intercept. So here we have y equals positive 3. So you can either put the positive sign or you can just write y equals 3. We're going to go ahead and jump down to side 4. So if we go through and we find side 4, we're going to go ahead and see that once again it is a horizontal line. It has a slope of 0, and it's crossing at between -2 and -4. So that would be -3. So y equals -3. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and erase those. Okay, so now let's go ahead and pick one of our other sides. So I'm noticing that 2 and 5, they appear to be parallel. So it's just that they're going to cross our y-intercept in different spots. So I'm going to go ahead on these and I'll start with number 2. So y equals something x, and then plus or minus something. Right now I can't see where it's crossing my y-intercept. So I'm going to go ahead, and if I had a straight edge, I could extend it. I'm going to go ahead and continue my slope. So I'm going to find my slope first. So my slope, well, here I see where it's intersecting on a corner, not on a corner, not on a corner. Here it's on a corner. So I'm going to check my rise and my run off of these. So my rise is 1, 2, 3. My run is 1, 2. And that would be a -3 over 2. So it's -3 over 2 x. And then I can't see where it's crossing the y line. So I'm going to continue that pattern. If I go up 3 and over 2, I'm going to do that again. Up 3, 1, 2, 3. So that's actually putting me at the 5. Well, this is my 5 mark, so at the 6 mark. And then over 2. It's going to end up crossing at my 6. So this is going to be a positive 6. Okay, I'm going to jump down to my 5 side because it looks to be parallel. So I'm going to double check that that slope. And there's where it crosses corners. My slope is 3 over 2, and yes, it is negative. So for number 5, it's going to be y equals -3 over 2 x. And now I'm going to continue that pattern. So here I went down 3 over 2, down 3, 1, 2, 3. So this is 5. So this would be on my 6 line over 2. It's going to cross at, and those are negative. So it's going to cross at -6. And this one's kind of tricky. That's why I'm choosing to do this one with you. Okay, so now we still have sides 6 and 3 left. Once again, they appear to be parallel to each other. So let's check our rise and our run. So I'm going to do 3 first. There's a corner and there's a corner. So our rise is 3, our run is 2, and that's a positive slope because it's going up from left to right. So y equals +3 over 2 x. And then I need to continue that pattern. So I can continue it in both directions, but I'm trying to work to get to my y. So I'm going to continue working down 3 and over 2. So if I go down 3, 1, 2, 3, it's going to put me at that -6 again over 2. So it's going to be -6 in the back end. And these ones are pretty tricky. So once again, kind of testing your skills. Okay, so here we've got our points. It is a rise of 3 and a run of 2. So I'm going to continue that pattern. Up 3, 1, 2, 3, and I'm working towards the Y line. So over 2. Well, this was 5, this was 6, so it's at a +6. So Y equals 3 over 2x plus 6. Okay, so there's all of our equations for those 6 lines of that hexagon. Once again, kind of trying to continue to extend your knowledge and have you work at a higher level. Good luck with this part of the lesson.